Be pretty good. Georgia Tech's undefeated, and so is BYU. We got all the highlights coming up right here on College Football Overtime.
That is the best moment in sports I have ever seen.
The World Series is on Sirius XM. The Toronto Blue Jays.
A Springer! Dinger!
The LA Dodgers.
Shohei Ohtani! One of one!
Before and after every game, MLB Network Radio's experts bring you closer to the action.
George Springer. These teams work so hard.
Here, the hometown announcers on the Sirius XM app. Pre-game coverage of Game 3 of the World Series tomorrow at 5 Eastern on Channel 89.
Hey, Doc, nice office. Quick question. If you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Run payroll, no question.
Seriously? Well, have you run payroll before?
Paying my team with Gusto couldn't be easier. Gusto gives me unlimited payroll runs, next-day direct deposits, and automatically files my taxes. Saves me time.
Wow, that's nice.
Over here, Doc. Can I run payroll too?
Choose payroll without the pain. Visit gusto.com/SiriusXM to sign up for free.
I'm Jeff, one of the founders of Harry's, and I want to apologize. It's taken 10 years to finally release Harry's Plus, our most advanced razor system yet. That's a long time to wait for our best shave ever. That's because we were obsessing over every detail, like the weight of the handle, the pivot angle of the cartridge, and the way that the blades work together to hug every contour of your face. Oh, and we also had to wait for some patents to expire on shave technology that Big Razor wanted to keep charging you more for. But we think it was worth it to bring you our most comfortable shave ever, still for less than Gillette Fusion 5. And to make it up to you, we're offering you our trial set for just $10, which includes the all-new Harry's Plus razor, shave gel, and a blade cover. Try it for yourself and see why it took so long to get shaving so right.
Visit harrys.com/college. That's harrys.com/college.
8 drivers in this field today have an opportunity to win a championship.
For 8 remaining drivers, what matters
The playoffs, let's make it happen.
is the moment. Steeled focus on detail. Driven by heart.
Let's get it done.
Steered by steady hands. And the resolve to make a run for the ages. The NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, brought to you by Xfinity at Martinsville. Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
We are going on the road. Join me live. Megyn Kelly Live. 10 stops across the country. Join me for no BS, no agenda, and no fear live. I'll be joined by Tucker Carlson, Ben Shapiro, Glenn Beck, Adam Carolla, Charlie Sheen, Piers Morgan, Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump, and Erica Kirk. Send a message that we will not be silenced. It's Megyn Kelly Live, presented by Y-Refi and SiriusXM. Go to MegynKelly.com to get your tickets now.
Big game today and no way to watch it? Sling lets you do that with Day Pass. Get instant access to live college football starting at just $4.99. One Day Pass gives you 24 hours of nonstop action on ESPN and ESPN2. Want SEC or ACC Network too? Just add Sports Extra for $1. No contracts, no hassle, just pure unfiltered game day. Sling lets you do that. Visit sling.com to learn more.
Sirius XM College Sports Radio, your virtual classroom for all things college sports on Channel 84. Welcome back to College Football Overtime on College Sports Radio, Channel 84.
Was listening a little bit to Brian Kelly's post-game. LSU gets humiliated at home, 49-25. I mean, I'm not trying to be overly dramatic. I think every LSU fan that could stand to still listen to college football talk would feel the exact same way. Brian Kelly was a little late to his press conference. Didn't even really have much of an opening statement. And then the first question out of the gate was, what happened in the second half?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. We couldn't get off the field in the first drive defensively, and that was my biggest concern going into halftime, that we needed to come out and get a stop defensively. We weren't able to do that. Then subsequently we were 3 and out, and then, of course, the punt return for a touchdown. We've got the ball pinned to the sideline, and we just didn't execute at the level necessary in that. And I think that was a big, back-to-back touchdowns right out of the gates. And then just the inability offensively to get into any kind of rhythm offensively, which has been, off and on for us, virtually the entire year. And then another no stop on defense. So, I've talked a lot about not being able to play complementary football, but we complimented ourselves offensively and defense by not playing to the level that we need to. And look, it wasn't that those kids didn't play hard. We did not play to the level and do the things necessary to be successful on the things that I just mentioned. That entire drive, the ball got outside the defense. We weren't aware of a screen. We didn't show enough awareness in that situation. The quarterback got us in some situations where there were some pass rush issues. And then offensively, you guys watched the second half too. We struggled a little bit with protection. And we were not effective enough offensively to sustain any kind of rhythm.
A rather subdued Brian Kelly, usually someone that is full of a little, in vinegar after a tough loss, but not putting it on his players, but saying they could have played better. LSU. Boy, it's wild that thin line between hero and zero. Stop me if you've ever heard that before. But this was a team that we couldn't stop talking about after they won their opener against Clemson. They were 4-0. And since that point, they've lost 3 of their last 4 games. And their only one in that stretch was against South Carolina in a game that, honestly, it took a big-time game from a third-string receiver to help get LSU ahead. They've got Alabama coming up in Tuscaloosa in 2 weeks. Then you get Arkansas, Western Kentucky, and a road trip to Norman. Tough one tonight. All right, let's shift to maybe the comeback of the day. Texas, Mississippi State. We take you to the fourth quarter. This is a 31-21 game in favor of Jeff Lebby's Fighting Bulldogs whenever Blake Shapen does it again.
Shapen, play action, sliding left, pitches it ahead to Booth. Booth with space across the 45, 50, breaks a tackle, down the sideline, 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Devon Booth!
38-21 at that point, and you think, my gosh, Mississippi State is going to do it. They're going to get an SEC win. They're going to beat Texas. But then Arch Manning came to life.
On second down and 10 from the Bulldog 21. Manning, the snap, looks to throw. Blitz coming as he throws downfield. He's got Mosley there. Sliding catch. Touchdown, Texas. Emmett Mosley pulls it in for his first Texas Longhorn touchdown. A 21-yard catch.
And then, much like they did against Oklahoma, a big special teams play changes the whole mindset of this game, which is now tight.
Here's the snap, pressure coming, the kick is away. Niblett backpedaling, a huge kick. Has it on his own 21, turns upfield. Niblett 25, turns upfield to the 30. And it steps out of tackle 35-40. Here's Niblett to midfield. Ryan down the sidelines. Say goodnight to this one. He's done it again. Ryan Niblett, a 79-yard punt return.
And it was just like the Oklahoma game. I mean, he looked like he should have been tackled at least 4 or 5 times on that play. That tied the game at 38. Mississippi State unable to do anything on offense in the closing moments. In fact, they had to punt the ball away with seconds left because they went 3 and out so quickly. And in overtime, Arch Manning gets hurt. Now, ESPN is reporting it's a concussion. We'll continue to work through the night to get an update on it, see what his availability is going forward for the Vanderbilt game. But Texas has to turn to Matthew Caldwell in overtime, and you think, oh, they'll run it a few times, get the field goal, and try to survive. Not the case at all. Listen to this, courtesy of Craig Way and the Texas Longhorn Radio Network.
Caldwell from the shotgun has the snap, turns, fires for the end zone for Mosley. Did he catch it? No.
After video review, the ruling is touchdown.
Yes,
the receiver had firm control of the ball with 1 foot inbounds. It'll be a try for Texas.
It is, honestly, one of the best catches of the day, maybe of the season, that Emmett Mosley found a way to get a foot in bounds And then the Texas defense stymied Blake Shapen in the Mississippi State offense. Here's the final call.